Listen, everything don't gotta be all theatrical and dramatic. Everybody wants this super emotionally exciting thing all the time. Nah, bro, stay steady, stay calm, stay smooth. We just do what we do the way we do it, you feel me? Whatever you want, your world is yours. Motivation is what got most of y'all fucked up in life, because y'all depend on an external stimulation to get yourself activated towards action and activation. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Let's talk about today's message. Today's message is brought to you by the idea that your ability to resist against resistance is a measure of your strength. The measure of you against resistance is a direct reflection of your strength. I said that about in the Best Kept Secret. I said something about that in the Best Kept Secret, where you have to understand that life is about pressure. You have gravity. Most of you have forgotten about that since you were children and you learned how to walk. Life is about managing pressure. And pressure is an external force on the physical self, the mental self, the spiritual self. Your inability to adapt to pressure is the definition of weakness. Now, understand, as I said, the measure of your strength is the measure of you against resistance. When you create a physical body like I've created and that I am creating, because it doesn't stop with just a few well-defined muscles. No, you get stronger and stronger. You increase yourself against resistance. The idea came to me because I'm in the gym. I'm like, damn, I gotta do more core. I gotta do more of this. Then I said to myself, success is an uphill battle. Success is consistently going against increasing degrees of resistance. That's exactly the formula to success. And everybody else who's failing in life, who's mediocre in life, who's not achieving the highest degree of personal excellence in life, is taking the path of least resistance. Whatever you are, your world is yours. It's as simple as that. So when you really look at me waking up in the morning, crack ass early every fucking day, that's me going against the resistance. There's a natural disposition of the resistance from self to lay the fuck down and stay comfortable. Getting up and putting fucking weight on my back, that's literally I'm choosing by choice to embrace challenge, to embrace pressure, to go against increasing degrees of resistance. Every time we throw 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 45 pounds, it don't matter. Push-ups, resistance, gravity, resistance, strength, increase, resistance against. Whatever you are, consider the vibration raised. Now we get down to it like this. You have to understand that everybody who's moving on the path of least resistance is moving towards increased weakness, which is the inability to deal with pressure. Weakness, as a principle, practical or abstract, is the inability to withstand pressure. The more pressure you can withstand in life, physically, mentally, financially, don't give a fuck, all different types of life pressures. Pressure in any realm, in any domain of human existence, of human expression, of human experience, pressure in any realm of human experience is what you need to develop yourself against. Everybody who's smoking weed, drinking, smoking, partying, bullshitting, you have to understand, just look at what they are. Would you want to be that? I saw an individual who works in the gym. I'm not gonna say, I don't even know the nigga name, but I can't lie to myself. I'm tired of adjusting myself to people's social inadequacies. I started doing it in the gym. I'm like, how the fuck do you work in a gym like this? Not just a gym. You work in a gym like, I've seen plenty of fat motherfuckers work at the receptionist as a gym, or working in a gym, period. Everybody working out, you a fat ass working in a gym. What the fuck? How do you not be in shape? You work at the gym. Anyway, dude works in a gym of this caliber that I'm going to at the moment, you know, kind of corporate energy, you know. It's just some real hitters in there. I'm not gonna say everybody's a fucking stud. I'm not gonna say everybody demands and commands a certain degree of respect from Sheikhy Chic, but you gotta understand that there's a certain average. You know, you gotta look at the sample size, look at the population, look at the averages. You're so beneath what the environment is saying that it's screaming so loud to me, like, what do you not see? Whatever you are, your world is. Every level you get to is a new demand, a new level of pressure, a new level of quote-unquote stress, a new level of demand on you to withstand the forces at B. Consider the vibrations raised. I want all of my students, I want all of my people to do this one thing for me. In any room you go in, because this is how I move, in any room you go in, you have to understand that if there are 30 people there, that the stats are varying. There is going to be an average. Look at what is called the bell curve, the standard bell curve, standard deviation. There's a hill, and then it tails off like this. Everybody who's under the hill is the average. 1 deviation, 2 deviation. You have in the positive direction, 1 deviation above the mean, 2 deviations above the mean, 3 deviations above the mean, where you become an extreme high-performing outlier in contrast to everyone who's under the hill, right? 68% of people fall between 1 deviation above and 1 deviation below, right? We're talking about averages. We're talking about what it means to be average. So in any room, there's automatically going to be an average level of performance, an average level of being. Every and any room I walk in, I have to be above the average. I don't give a fuck. And I literally shoot for the top 1%. Now, you have to look at your stats, you have to look at your attributes, you have to look at your qualities. Now, I might not be squatting 500 pounds, right? But my will, my character, my tenacity, my evolutionary drive, that don't quit shit that's in me, that shit supersedes a lot of motherfuckers because they stop. There's a certain level of pressure. Like, everybody has an individual barometer against pressure. Everybody has an individual experience against pressure. So what you have to do is max out your experience against pressure, right? Like, live to your limits. And once we look at how everybody has a capacity and whether or not they're living towards their limit, right? Not the limit. Everybody has parameters on their existences that are subjective to a degree. The question is, are you living to and beyond your limit? That's that I can't quit shit, that I can't be average shit. That's that shit that is supreme personal excellence, real life, pushing to your limits and beyond your limits for sustained periods of time without faltering to pressure. That's that dog. Why your world is yours. So I don't give a fuck. Everybody that ever listens to me, that ever takes notes from me, put that shit in your mind. Look at the room. Look at the average. Motherfuckers be average, right? You could look at the world, right? I live on different scales of perception. You got the world, then you have the room that you're usually in. Do both. How average are you in the realm of human performance and human expression? Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider vibrations raised. Success is going to be determined by the amount of resistance you can resist. That's a measure of your strength in any realm of human experience and human endeavor. You have to understand that strength is a measure against resistance. The more you want to succeed, the higher the degree, the more the resistance there will be. You're going to have haters. You're going to have motherfucking all types of fucking problems that you never had to deal with at the lesser level, because that's what it is. The lesser level demands a lesser level of pressure. Whatever you are. So as you feel the resistance, never falter. Wake up every day how you're supposed to. Hit the gym every day like you're supposed to. Eat the way you're supposed to in alignment with your goals. Handle the task of your ascension and your accomplishment the way that you're supposed to. Consider the vibrations raised. It's almost as if niggas just don't want to hear the shit that I'm saying because that shit registers on a different level. No entiendes. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. Weakness is the inability to withstand pressure, to withstand resistance. People who take the path of least resistance in life are weaker people. They have to be, because that's the law of cause and effect. You can only get stronger against resistance and against increasing resistance. So we just increase the resistance, and no matter if it's personally increased by adding more weight to our lives, adding more responsibility to our day, adding more pressure to our day, adding more demand to our day, or it could be from the outside world resistance, haters, motherfucking detract, all the weirdos, you know what I'm saying, just weirdo niggas. I don't give a fuck. Increase the resistance increase the personal insistence, increase the personal persistence in your existence, and never desist for shit. Whatever you are, your world is yours. I just broke it down crazy. Consider the vibration raised. Evolution, only solution. Self-mastery, only success. We go against the resistance with super duper insistence and persistence. And you know what I'm saying? We ain't never desisting, and that's how we evolve and ascend in this existence. Consider the vibrations raised. Your world is yours.